everyone, welcome to our video tutorial this week. I want to thank you always for liking our video tutorials. Thank you for commenting on our video tutorials, and thank you for sharing all these videos with those who are in need of these videos everywhere. And thank you also for subscribing to our YouTube channel. This week we want to continue in our discussion on audio, on sound in film production. Today we'll be talking about necessary sound for your film project. Necessary sound for your film project. What are those sounds that are necessary? What are those sounds that are needed to make your movie great? That's what we are looking at today. Let's go. The number one sound, which is very, very common to every production, is dialogue. Dialogue. Dialogue is the lines, the voice of the actors. The words the actors are going to say while they are on set. These are the lines that have been written in the script. Some of them are written in the script. Some of them are spontaneous lines that are not written in the script, which the talents are going to deliver. Lines that are not written in the script that the talents are going to deliver are referred to as ad-lib. For those who don't know, ad-lib are lines that are not recorded in the script, but the actors are going to say it spontaneously, maybe in addition to whatever has been written in the script. So dialogue is the first sound. Dialogue is the number one sound that we record, that you need for your film. In a situation where your movie needs dialogue. You know, you can have a movie where no lines is going to be said at all. A movie where no actor is going to say a word from the beginning to the end of such movie. You can create a movie like that. So in such a situation, you might not need to take any dialogue, because dialogue is not needed in such a film. But one of the sound that is necessary for your movie is dialogue. Number two sound that is also necessary for your movie is Foley. Number two sound that is also necessary for your movie is Foley. Foley are sound that are heard on set. They are not the sound that is made by the actors, but they are sound that are made by the actions performed by the actors. For example, footstep. For example, clapping. For example, hissing. For example, writing. For example, pouring of water. All of those sounds are what we refer to as Foley. For example, stabbing. Stabbing has a sound. Pouring of water has a sound. Cooking, frying. All of those sounds that you hear on set that are not the sound that are made by the actors are referred to as Foley. This is also sound that is necessary for your movie. Sometimes the door is closed in our movie and we don't hear the sound of that door as it's closed. Sometimes footstep, people are walking and we don't hear the step of people walking. Sometimes books are being flipped and we cannot hear the sound of the flipping of those books. Sometimes water is being poured and we cannot hear the sound of the pouring of the water. So if you can add all these things to your movie, this will make your movie to be very, very fantastic in some areas. Number three sounds that might be necessary for your production is ADR. Most times in all commercial videos, ADRs are what is being used. Most times when they are acting on set, they are only miming what has been recorded as the audio in the studio. So ADR is automated dialogue replacement. This is the replacement of the line that is being said by the actors on set in a conducive environment where the ambience is not large. It is the recording of the lines that have been said by the actors on set in a conducive environment where ambience is not large. It is not that the ambience is not going to be available. For example, let's say you are recording a particular video. Let's say you are recording a particular scene in the marketplace. There is no way you can control everybody talking in the market. People has to talk. People has to walk. People has to make different noises all around the market. But if you need the audio of the people who are acting on that set properly and very well, the best thing to do is to go and do an ADR of their lines. go and do an ADR of the alarm. You look for a very conducive and low ambience area to record what they have said the same way they have said it in the market in that very conducive environment. And then you will now place it under their voice. You will now sync it under the movement of their lips in the editing suite. This is what is referred to as the ADR. And this sound can also be needed for your production. Another sound that is necessary for your production is ambience. This is the most important sound needed for your production. Ambience. Somebody will ask, what is ambience? Ambience is the room, is the environmental sound. It is the sound of the environment where action is taking place. It's the sound of the environment where performance is taking place. Take, for example, as I keep quiet for some moments, there is still some constant noise, constant sound in this very place. This is what is referred to as ambience. Ambience is not noise. Ambience is not loud, but it is the tone of the room. This sound is necessary for your production. This sound must continually fill your scene from the beginning to the end. So I encourage directors to always allow their sound recordists to take ambience for at least 30 seconds before any action is performed. This will help you to have a room tone of the particular place where action is taking place before the end of the shoot. Take, for example, you are shooting in a forest at night, and naturally you will have some night sound of that very scene. Imagine when you started shooting the first shot of the set, there was that very sound. But by the time you are shooting the second shot, you realize the sound is already dead. And that those cricket, those night sound is no longer coming up. So obviously you will not have the ambience in the second shot as you have it in the first shot. But if you have the ambience independently taken for 30 seconds or 1 minute, you can place it under those areas where those ambience are not existing, which will give you the feel of the particular place where the action is taking place. Ambience is the life of the scene. Ambience is the living sound of that particular scene. So ambience should be taken for every scene. So these are the sounds that are necessary for your production when you are shooting on set. Thank you for watching our video tutorial this week. God bless you.
Usman!
Yes, mommy?
Come right here and join me now. Today's holiday is not for watching TV.